Hey everyone, Hero13 here, back with yet another video. This is going to be my review for Pirate Warriors One Piece. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. Okay, I got to do this all in one take. I don't, the video kind of long. I want to make sure I got enough space, and the more audio I add, yada yada yada. Okay, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, guys. I have a very, very interesting relationship with this game. Now, is this game good? Let me go ahead and get that out of the way for the people who don't want to stay very long. Is this game good? Kind of. It's a good first time playthrough for casuals, but after that, you probably won't play it again. Let me explain. I've had to beat this game. This going on 3 times. The first time I beat it through, and then I was bored. I was done with it, so I was just playing here and there. But the second time, I accidentally deleted my progress, so I had to start over. And what made this worse is the future Egghead Island pack with Bonnie and S-Snake had dropped. So I was like, oh crap, now I gotta add, I had every character, I have every DLC for it, but I had to redo all of that. That was on my PS4. My PS4 broke literally a month after I had rebeaten it, and I was just getting back to building up my characters and everything. So now I have to beat it again. Only this time a new DLC has dropped. I don't even have that DLC yet because I got to beat the game. But okay, let's go into the game itself. Basically, it's based off the anime One Piece. Everything up with the exception of up to Wano, because Wano, by the time the game dropped, Wano wasn't concluded yet, so they kind of like an original story, kind of like in One Piece Pirate Warriors 3. Okay, so you basically just plays the event, plays through with various characters like Luffy and all that. Okay. As I said earlier, this game is good for like a first-time casual playthrough. But because when I first started playing it, I had actually stopped, keeping up with One Piece. I was watching One Piece on Crunchyroll. And I actually stopped for a while, and I had stopped just after Punk Hazard. And so I didn't know anything about Dressrosa and all that, so I started playing this, and it was pretty good. And actually, by playing this, I kind of didn't want to watch Whole Cake or Dressrosa, but I eventually went back and did in the anime because I thought I pretty much know the gist of the story, but I knew Wano was its own little thing. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But all that to say was I was somewhat of, even though I knew about One Piece and I was a fan of One Piece, I was kind of a casual player because I didn't know much about the story after after Return to Sabaody. I played through it, I beat the story mode, then I went and I did Treasure Log and all that. And therein lies the problem with this game, the big problem. This game is great for a first-time playthrough. Okay, give me a moment, guys. I'm gonna turn this. Okay, had to turn my heat down. The game's great to play through casually for the first time, but most people probably won't beat all of Treasure Log where you go through those special things, and that is because one, it's a lot of episodes, and two, they're very long and repetitive. Well, not long. It's a lot of episodes, and they're very repetitive. You're basically doing the same thing, if not every other mission, every other mission, and it's just no variety. Like if it was just like you got East Blue, Grand Line, and New World, each one having different difficulties and all that. If it was just like one little category like East Blue or whatever, it wouldn't be too bad. But this game, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, is one of the most grindiest games. And as you see, I'm playing with Whitebeard here, and I got the clips kind of all mangled around, so forgive me for that. I tried to put a little something, put them some, whatever. But what I'm doing here is, while playing the game, okay, it's a lot. It's a lot to get into with this. Okay, the problem with the story mode, especially when you've already played with all the characters, is you don't have all the move sets and awakens and you don't have all the moveset stuff unlocked and all the the stat upgrades. So you have to redo all that over. What I found in my second playthrough when I had to redo it for the Egghead Island is this. Most of the, because you need golden coins to unlock a lot of the special moves, and you need to get to certain parts of the story. But most of the coins that unlock special moves come from treasure log. So what I recommend you guys do is do what I'm doing is here. Play through the main story until you get to the first part where once you pass the first part of the Marineford War. Because after that, you unlock Whitebeard. Whitebeard is great as in his initial moveset is perfect for treasure log, especially the East Blue, because you can just tear through it. As you see, I'm getting S plus, S plus, S plus every mission. And speaking of that, that's actually one of the newer updates. It updated once I beat One Piece last time, and then that update came out, and it was like, oh crap, I had already done all the treasure log, East Blue, Grand Line, and New World. So now I gotta go back and get, because I had S rank for them, but now I gotta get S plus, because if you get enough S pluses, you actually see here, right here, this all look, and it goes and goes, but you get more and more, and those are the gold coins on the side. You get, if you get enough S pluses, you actually can unlock 3 extra skill slots. And that it becomes very important. There's also the thing of soul maps. Now, here's what I highly recommend you guys do. Because this makes, and this is me getting a skill slot unlocked for getting enough S plus. Whitebeard is so good because he's the first he's one of the better characters because his initial moveset, as I said, is great for, defeating massive amount of enemies, which is what you need for part of the thing. And Whitebeard is pretty powerful. But what you have to do, I'm all over the place. I know I lost myself. There's the soul maps. Now, what I'm doing here is, like I said, take Whitebeard, once you unlock them, and beat all of Treasure Mode, beat all of Grand Line, maybe do a little bit of not Grand Line, do a little bit of, what's this called? Beat all of East Blue, then do a little bit of Grand Line. Maybe even beat Grand Line. But by the time you do about 5 to 6 episodes of East Blue, you want to go, because you should have enough money and, berries and all that to level up your character a bit, and go do Yamato's soul log. It's a lot, I know, but this is just the easiest way for me. Do, as you see I'm doing here now, do her first mission when you go to the land of Wano. This one is pretty easy. Do this about 3 times. If you do, mostly all, I don't even do all the objectives. I just do the most easiest ones here. If you do enough of that, you will get about 1,500 to 1,800 coins. That's enough to get the max amount of skill souls and stamina souls. Do this 3 times. With 3 times, you will have enough, barring that you got all the DLC like I do, to go to Soul Map 2 or 3, and you can get the Soul Muncher. You only need to do this 3 times, and then you can hold off on this until you're ready to come back and play the others. I think you got to be a little higher level to deal with the others anyway. But I highly recommend you get all of Soul Muncher. Now, once you get all of that, go back to East Blue. Because like I said, do about 5 episodes of the East Blue saga in Treasure Log. Go back and then go do Yamato's mission as I'm doing here. Once you get the Soul Muncher at level 5, equip that skill and put Soul Muncher onto Whitebeard or whatever character you're using at the time, and do the rest of East Blue and then Grand Line, as I was saying. It's a lot, I know, but it's very Soul Muncher, guys. From the amount of souls I was getting from East Blue before I put on Soul Muncher to the amount of souls I got after, every episode I get at least 4 souls. Now, doing this for all of East Blue and all of Grand Line is going to give you a nice little early amount of souls to invest in your soul map. And the soul map is one of the most this game is so grindy. That's going to turn a lot of characters, a lot of people off. I highly believe the type of people who play this game, play One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, is the real super fans of One Piece. Like me, I really like One Piece. I like the power sets. I like the devil fruits. So I'm mad that firstly I want to go buy the DLC pack, but I'm going to get it tomorrow. But I just wanted to get something done. I was actually slacking on beating this again. I can't believe I got to beat this for a 3rd time. As I said earlier, all in all, the game itself is not bad. it's just so grindy. And like I said, my PS4, I had to get a PS5 because my PS4 broke. Uh, thank uh, thank God for my awesome mom. But anyway, like I have to redo a lot of my games. Fairy Tale, Fairy Tale 2. I got to do a review on that for this channel. Uh, you know, Resident Evil 8. Like, and both of those games are just like Fairy Tale 2 and One Piece Power 4. Like, it's a lot of grinding with them, but Fairy Tale is not as bad. Like, I beat Fairy Tale relatively easily. But yeah, that's just how I recommend. Like, I don't recommend playing through story mode without having unlocked some of the new powers and stuff for the characters. Like, when you do Return to Saba Odi, or at least when you do Dressrosa, I would highly recommend you have all of Luffy's stuff upgraded. Just because it makes it so much. Like, the first few levels of this game is just brutal, dude. Like, I almost died a lot. I mean, your damage is low. You really, really want to make sure you're upgrading your character. And I think it's pretty stupid that all the upgrades are locked behind by all these treasure logs and stuff. Like, I think they should. I don't know, man. They should have made getting some of these extra like new moves and stuff easier or whatnot. I don't. That's just me. But all in all, it's for casual. Like as I've been saying, as I said like several times before, for casuals, it's not gonna take you. You might play through the story. You'll beat the story mode probably. You probably won't do all the bonus stuff just because I don't know. And if you do, you'll do it once. And if you like me and something happens to your save even once, you're probably not gonna bother with this game again. So it's unfortunate that it's so grindy, but whatever. And as I'm talking here, I just realized something about myself, guys. When I played through the first time, like the first time I beat this game, I had about 8 before like I actually deleted my save. I had upwards of 800 million berries. Like, I had so much money. Like, I could upgrade anything. And both times I never really got all the soul maps. Like, I got like damage fully upgraded, but when I played the story mode, I think what I did was I played the story mode with Luffy for a little bit, but then I went and took Luffy to go do treasure log. I don't know how I definitely don't recommend doing Luffy for treasure log because it can be kind of hard to get the best battle grades, but and you kind of need good battle grades because the battle grades give you the extra skill slot. And before I end up this video, that's the one saving grace about me having to start over again. I can go ahead and unlock everything. Like, it's easier to get the new unlocks. Like the S plus battle grade. Like, you have to get 5, 45, and then 100 S plus battle grades to get all the skill sets. 5 for the first one, 45 for the second one, 100 for the third. Me playing this now is going to make that so much easier because I don't have to go back. I can get all in one shot. I'm sorry. Even with the second time, I had so many characters. Like, One Piece was one of the games I was really hoping I would still have my stuff, but oh well, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm not going to drag this on too much longer. Made the video a little long. This is my review for One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. Oh, sorry. I'm talking about all the grinding and stuff and the methods. I'm not even talking about all the characters. This game actually has a good host of characters, even without DLC. But like I said, come tomorrow, I will have all the DLC. I don't have the DLC with King, Zeph, and Enel. I will get it, though. With all the DLC, I mean, you got Roger, Rayleigh, Garp, Smoothie, Cracker, Okiku, Odin, Shanks, Uta, CP0 Rob Lucci, S Snake, and I was really happy when he put S Snake. So it's like with all the DLC, you are gonna have characters to play. Just you know, you might not play this too much. But yeah, this is Hero 13. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for all the support. See you guys next time.